Hey, what's up? So I thought I'd show you some of my personal favorite games. Now, some of these games ain't going to be expensive. Some of these games ain't going to be a part of it. This is going to be my personal pick for my personal favorite games for each system that I own. As you can see, I own quite a few systems, so I'm going to start showing you some of my favorite games for each. Let's start with the PS5 and the new Xbox. For the PS5, off the rip, Spider-Man 2. I 100% completed this game. This game is an amazing freaking story. Like, I can't wait till New Game Plus comes out and I can freaking play the story again with all the stuff. Very, very fun game. For PS5, Spider-Man 2, hands down, is my favorite game. Now, for the Xbox One, it's a mix of a couple games that are my favorite games. I mostly don't really do physical copies for the Xbox. I know I usually do digital, but when I do get physical copies, it's pretty much the games that I favorite. Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4, and Jedi Survivor. Big Star Wars fan, love playing Star Wars, love Jedi Survivor. I gotta finish that, and I got heavily into Resident Evil. Like, I'm currently playing 3, and then I could do 4. Definitely, these are my favorite games for the Xbox One and Xbox Series X. Now, for Xbox, I'm gonna normally say Halo because obviously Halo is a lot of people's favorites. It's my favorite and everything, but I don't want to be too cliche. Halo's definitely one of my favorite games, but let me tell you some of my games that I are my favorite for the Xbox and the original Xbox and Xbox 360. Of course, of Rift, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. Very good games, very fun games. DLCs are fun. This is a great fun shooter. Back in the day, especially playing online, very fun game. Back for Blood definitely dropped the ball as being the spiritual successor, but these original very, very fun to play. And they're clearly creeping up in price, especially number 2 right now, because soon as these games probably gonna get delisted. Very, very fun game. One of my favorites on the 360. And for the original Xbox, Breakdown. Those game probably been in my videos a lot, but this game, oh man, it's one of the first games I beat on the original Xbox. This game is so much fun. First person. It has its quirks, don't get me wrong, but they did this game right. I wish we had a sequel to this game. By far, this is my favorite game for the original Xbox, Breakdown. And for the PS2, I could say Dragon Ball Z, Grand Theft Auto. I could say a whole bunch of games, but one of my favorite games is Onimusha, Misha, the original one. I don't know, something about this series, well, at least the series with him, 1 and 3, I love playing and I love going through them. Right now, I'm playing 1 over again. And then right after that, I'm gonna skip 2, go straight to 3. I was never a big fan of 2 for some reason, maybe because they changed protagonists, but I'm gonna go straight to 3. I can't wait to get to this one. I haven't played this one yet, and it's got my boy from The Professional, so I'm definitely gonna have fun playing this. And I forgot to skip one. I don't have a PS4, but I do play PS4 games on my PS5. The Order 1886. I cannot say this game is a great game. It's a very short game, but the storyline I love. The graphics are good. The shooting combat I love. It's like playing Gears of War. I don't know. A lot of people hate this game. I love this game. I may buy this game again and get the collector's edition just because this is one of my favorite games for the PS4. I love this game. If you never tried to play this game before, go and play it. You will not regret it. It's cheap now. Pop it in and play it. It's a very, very fun game. They did good. It's like playing Kingsman, but with werewolves and stuff like that, if you get what I mean. Definitely play it. Now, there's tons of games I could say are my favorite games in this one. I mean, nothing really exclusive to the PS3, really. I mean, I guess some exclusives I could say, like Heavenly Sword, very, very good game. But for the PS3, I gotta admit, there's a couple games that are actually my favorites. Kind of a mix, and I'm gonna go to them right now. So, first, I'm gonna go with Uncharted, Drake's Fortune. Oh man, even my mother loves this game. My mother is so hype about this game. This is a great game. For anybody got a PS3 or even newer system, definitely try out. The graphics of its time, it still holds up today. Very, very fun game for the PS3. Now, this is one of my favorite games, Metal Gear Solid 4. I don't know. This is the first Metal Gear Solid game I actually played fully a beat. The storyline is really good. I had a blast playing this game. I played this game multiple times. Every year I'll just pop this game in and play. Definitely a fun Metal Gear Solid. You want to play a good, decent Metal Gear Solid game? Definitely play Guns of the Patriots. It's a very, very fun game. Obviously, I mentioned Heavenly Sword, a very good hack and slash, very good God of War type game. Very fun game to pick up and play. One of my favorites as well. But the game I played, now this game is not exclusive to the PS3. It's also on the Xbox 360. But the game I have fun playing, Spec Ops: The Line. This game, I played this game all day. Like I played it from morning to end just to beat this game. The storyline was so captivating. It's a very good game. If you can play it on Xbox 360 or PS3 or whatever, definitely play this game. It's a very good game. Spec Ops: The Line. For GameCube, obviously, it's probably going to be a GameCube exclusive. Zelda Wind Waker, definitely a fun game to play. This Zelda to me was one of my favorites. I actually like this a little bit more than Ocarina of Time. I know people are going to hate me for it, but this is a great game to play. For Nintendo Switch, Trails from Zero, sorry. This game, I don't know. My first time getting into the Trail series, and this is by far one of my favorite games. I'm continuing playing this. I even got Trails. I got the sequel to this, as seen right there, and I got the sequel to that right here. I love the series. Trails from Zero is the first intro to the series. I'm playing all three. Well, playing the first one, and I'm gonna get into all three. Definitely one of my favorites of this system. Super Nintendo, Power Rangers. I have Power Ranger for the Sega Genesis, but this is the one I played with back in the day at my friend's house, and this is a very good beat 'em up fighting game. I enjoy this game a lot. This is actually one of my favorites, and it's kind of weird because I also have very expensive games for the Super Nintendo, but this one right here is all my favorites. Power Rangers, definitely a good pickup. For the Sega Genesis, Rainbow 3. Now, I would have said Sonic, but I don't know. I picked this up for a great price at a thrift store, and I don't know. I love this game. This game is fun. Stays close to the movie. Very, very cool game to play. If you had a chance to play this, definitely check this out. Rambo 3. I know we're getting through them. I'm almost finished. I got a couple more games consoles to go through. Let's do it with the Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn, Dark Savior. This game is amazing. This is probably one of the first games that actually give you multiple paths or something like that. Very fun. You see, I keep these games in this plastic case because this game is amazing. One of my favorite games. It's definitely Dark Savior. So Sega Dreamcast, Gundam Side Story. I'm a big Gundam fan, and this game was very, very fun. I feel like this game was definitely ahead of this time. It actually puts you on a cockpit of a mobile suit. Definitely one of my favorites. But there's one more other game that's where the Dreamcast is actually tied with this game for one of my favorites. And that would be Simu. This was the first role-playing game or RPG, whatever this thing's categorized, that I ever beat. Storyline was amazing. I played part 2 multiple times, played this one multiple times. I actually ended up getting part 3 for the PS4. I haven't really played this one that much. I was definitely looking forward to playing with it. I see that the reviews wasn't the best, but I don't know. I'm going to check this one out eventually once I get through my backlog. Now, for my original PlayStation collection, I don't have a lot, but I do have one of my favorites. Jackie Chan Stuntmaster. I was a big Jackie Chan fan in the 90s. I still am, actually. And this game was so much fun back in the day. I'm playing through this game again. I never beat this game, but I got further than I was when I was younger. Definitely one of my favorites for the PS1. Finally, get into the handhelds. Next favorite game, Dexter. I don't know. This was the first time I ever got into the Jack and Dexter. And playing Dexter I remember I got this game when I first got my PSP. I was going down to Georgia for the summer, and it was just me and this game on the ride down, and I don't know. I just had a blast playing this game. Definitely a good game to buy, Dexter. This is definitely my favorite game on the PSP by far. Now, if you want to get into a game more advanced, my favorite game is Pokemon Fire Red. Now, I know Pokemon got so much complicated. Now you got EVs, this, that, and the third, but I'm old school. Definitely this Pokemon Fire Red and Golden Sun's a good backup. Of course, I can't forget the N64. My favorite game on the N64, you would think it'd be GoldenEye, but it's actually Conker's Bad Fur Day. I don't know. This game just being dirty and all that stuff, definitely very fun. And last but not least, if we go for the PS Vita, it would be Batman Blackgate. I'm also a big Batman fan, and this game is actually pretty good for the PS Vita, I gotta say. Let's see if I can put it back in there in one hand. I'm not. Anyway, this game is actually really fun, especially for the size of this thing. Though the PS Vita was definitely ahead of its time. Definitely a great game to play. And I guess it's time for some audible mentions. For the PS3, not exclusive, but Deus Ex Human Revolution, one of my favorites. Getting Up with Mark Echo for original Xbox, a blast to play. Of course, I can't forget about South Park Stick of Truth. I even have the limited edition right here. Definitely a fun game to play, and the new one's even better. And that's it. That's some of my favorite games with some honorable mentions. I know there's some more thrown in there somewhere, but I'll get to those games later. But yeah, what is your favorite games for some of these systems? Or what are some of your favorite games for your system in general? Just leave it in the comments below. Maybe you don't like my list. Maybe you do. Let me know. Anyway, later.